So this is my first YouTube, well, okay, it's not my first YouTube video. It's my first video talking about my Air Force journey. Excuse me. So I'm going to give you guys a rundown of my Meps experience, because I see everybody else's and I'm like, okay, I want you guys to hear about mine. I went to Meps like March 22nd. I went on a Wednesday. I took my ASVAB one day, did the physical the next day. So, advice I would give to anyone about the ASVAB: practice, 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 practice. Like, go over your reading, your math, go over your science, go over word comprehension. That'll help you out. I'm not good at electronics, mechanics, auto stuff, but I scored highest in electronics. Guessing, if you don't know it, guess. Sometimes guessing works. I'm a really good guesser, so when it comes to tests. So, went to Meps at about 3 p.m. on a Wednesday. Took my test. Got done at about 5 p.m. After that, I walked over to the Sheridan. It's right next door to Meps in St. Louis, so I walked right over there. Went to the Air Force liaison, checked in, got to my room. It was actually a really nice room. About an hour later, my roommate came. She was pretty cool. She was a senior in high school, goofy girl. You know, she was okay. After that, me and her, we went to the pool. I didn't bring a swimsuit. I didn't bring a swimsuit. So we just put our feet in the water, and then we ate dinner. After that, we went back to the room, got prepared for the next day, because we were like, alright, we gotta wake up at like 4 or something, because we gotta be down there by 4:45. So I set my alarm for 4:20, because I know how quick I can get ready, or how much time I need. Got up at 4:20, got dressed, blah blah, did my hair, all that good stuff. Went down, eat breakfast at 4:45. I didn't like the breakfast. Pancakes were good. So it wasn't good. It wasn't good to me. After that, we waited till about 5:15 for the people from Meps to come get us from the hotel. It's about 50 of us, 50 people. Some people were shipping, some people were just going to take their physical. So walked over to the Meps building. I went to the Air Force liaison office, got my paperwork, got my social security card, got all my papers. And I went to the front desk to have them sign off on something. They signed up on something. And I went to the medical department. They checked us in, took our pulse. Now, my pulse was high. It was 91. Because I was nervous, and I could not control that. I was really nervous. After that, we got a medical briefing. That took about, with the medical stuff, it took about 2 hours. We went over a slideshow about, just medical and just stuff in general. And then we went over our paperwork. We filled out some more papers. After that, I got my hearing done. Now, I'm usually skeptical about the hearing things, because there's just little faint beeps, and it's like, can I hear it? Can I not hear it? What am I hearing? But I actually did really good. My hearing is actually very good. It's excellent. So I was happy about that. After that, what did I do after that? I took the urine test. No, I took a breathalyzer. Not with those. I didn't know that you have to take a really deep breath then blow. So I just took, just a normal breath, and I was like, and you're supposed to keep going. And I was like, and she was like, no, you're not supposed to do that. I'm like, lady, I didn't know. So, but it passed it and stuff. After that, I got blood work drawn. I hate getting blood work. I hate getting blood drawn because it hurts. It hurt to me. But it didn't hurt this time, but when he took it out, I'm like, that stings. So yeah, but it was okay. I wouldn't like to get it done every single day, but it was bearable. So after that, I got my vision test done, took my glasses off. I like looked at I don't know if that was a boathouse or I looked at something, the little thing, and then after that, I read the lines. Then I went and did my depth perception test. Now, I was told that we look at the little circles, they're supposed to come out to you, and usually it's the one in the middle. It's not true. The first four, excuse me, the first four I could do, like, I'm like, yeah. But after that, I'm like, I don't know. And so I was like, that one. She's like, no. And I was like, that one. She's like, no. She's like, it's the one at the end. I'm like, okay. So, but I passed. And then they had you do a thing. It was like a thing where it would blink on the screen. And then she's like, all right, where was that arrow pointing to? I'm like, yep, bam, I got it. So I did that, passed that. After that, I went to talk to a doctor. He was a male doctor. Went in his office, went over like my medical history. It was kind of like an interrogation, but it was okay because all my stuff was correct. So I'm like, no, yes, no. So I mean, as long as you're not lying, you shouldn't be nothing to you. So after I did that, what happened after that? Oh, all the girls, we waited in the waiting room, and then we went to the female examination room. Went to a little side room, looked like a classroom, and then they were like, all right, here's your white plastic gown. Just get into your underwear and bra, and then go into the next room. So we're just all all the girls were pretty cool. It's only like 9 or 10 of us. And we're just like, all right, here, just gonna change right here. Psh, psh, pull them off, bam, put it on. Because I mean, we all had the same parts, and yeah. So put the little gown on, went to the other room, and the girls, they were running around. They were flashing their underwear. They were just, I don't know. I'm too relaxed to do that, I guess. So I was just like, oh, okay, they're just having fun. But, whatever, floats their boat. So after that, we waited for a doctor to come in, and then it was a female doctor, and then a male came in as well because he was a new doctor and he just wanted to see how the process went. So we started off by we were just standing there, She just looked at our feet, and then she had us spread our arms out, and then she had us to like push your arms straight out like you're holding a bucket, and then she had you do something with your hands, like move it, or she had you move it some kind of way. After that, walked on your tippy toes, walked on your heels, and then she had you squat. You squatted, like you got all the way to the ground, and you walked. You did the duck walk. Now, a lot of people say the duck walk is not easy. It's easy. Take your time. Go across the room. Walk like a duck. If you do it properly, you're gonna your legs are gonna be looking weird, but it's actually easy. So after the duck walk, we went to the other side of the room, and then we're just kind of in that duck position. And then she was like, I think you have to put your legs together. And she was like, just bring both your legs down. Just bring them down. Don't make a huge boom noise. And so I brought them down. And they're like, well, all right, from this position, get back up. So got back up. That was really easy. I practiced that before I went, so I was happy. Was that it? That's doing things with your fingers, blah, blah. Yeah, that was it. I might be forgetting something. I don't know. After that, we just kind of waited to actually go speak to that female doctor one-on-one. Went into her room. We went back into another room. We went back to the other room with the classroom, and we got completely naked, but with the gown on. So went back over there. Oh, we got our hide and wait too before we did the physical exercises. So You know, you're in nothing but the gown. Went into the female examination room, and then she listened to everything, your heart, checked around the back, stomach. Then she had you lay down on the, she turned off the light and had you look so she could look at your eyes and have you follow her fingers and up, down, blah, blah, blah. And then she had you lay down on the table, put your little legs on the little super things, and then she just look around your lips for real. It's just like a, okay, yep, all right, good. And then she spread your butt cheek, okay, good, yep. And I'm like, oh, that's it? Okay. And then I set up, and then she said for the Air Force you have to do it's something where you hold your nose and you blow to make your ear pop. She looked in your ears to make sure you're cool with that. So I was good with that. And then I walked back. I was done. Walked back, put my clothes on. I took it back to the male doctor that I spoke with about my records. Handed it to him. I waited for about 30 so minutes. Then they finally gave us all our paperwork back. It shows if you qualified or not. I qualified, so I went to went back to the liaison, and he had me go get my fingerprint done. So I went to a security clearance area, answered a few questions for them, got my fingerprints, blah blah. After that, well, before that I ate lunch. It was really good. But after getting the fingerprint, went back to the liaison. It was 1 o'clock. They were like, oh, we're doing swearings at 1. Let's see if you can, they'll take you. And so I was power walking down the hallway and gave the front desk guy my paperwork, and he was like, oh yeah, you're good. Go ahead and go back there. So I went to a classroom. He went over like the depth contract. After that, it was really short and brief. After that, we went to another little room to do swearings, and I was happy my mom and sister came. At first, I was like, okay, it's just a depth swearing, so I don't need anyone to come. But during lunch, I called my mom and my sister, and they're like, oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to make it. And I had a tear go down my face. I'm like, no one's going to see me swear in. I want a picture showing that I did do it. So I'm like, I'm going to ask a random person to, can you take a picture of me while I'm swearing in? They're going to be like, okay. But yeah, they were there. They took pictures. I swore in. Took pictures with my mom and sister. Then I went back into the room, signed the depth contract. After that, I took it back to the liaison. Got a big old book, and I chose jobs. Put 10 jobs on the list. Now, I was kind of like bummed out because I thought that I could choose all medical jobs because that's really what I want. But like right before I left, my recruiter was like, oh, you can only put 2 on the list. And I'm like, I've been looking up all medical jobs. So I put down like a lot of jobs in general and administrative. Could have put down electrical jobs, but I wouldn't know. I don't think so. So I put down open general, put down a couple medical jobs, put down some administrative jobs. And at about 2:30, I was finished and I was able to go home. I thought I was going to be there till 4 p.m. No, it's actually pretty quick. It wasn't that bad. That wasn't bad. So that's my Meps experience. I'm in the depth program at this point for the Air Force, and we're just going to see how this go. Oh my goodness, I made my first video. Okay, talk to you guys later.